at y'all with an update. We got some breaking news. We wanted to talk to y'all about a guy that goes by the name of Memo600. We got some crazy news about Memo600 right now, man. We got some real crazy news, man. Before we get to it, you already know what to do. Subscribe this channel, turn on all the post notifications, like the video. If you're trying to be notification gang, all you gotta do is just comment on the video, notification gang. We got a spot for you. You will automatically become a notification gang member. But what the hell is going on with Memo600, bro? What's going on with Memo? Because Memo got a lot of crazy shit that's going on right now. Memo got a lot of crazy stuff. Now, what we just heard that Memo600 has broken out of the hospital, bro. We just heard he has broken out of the hospital. As we all know, Memo600 was in a fatal car crash. He broke his back. It was looking real bad for him. He could have lost his life. It was tragic. The whole car total is just a big mess. Uh, he's been in the hospital with like a big back brace on. I guess the nurse is trying to help him get back, straight how he was. But Memo600 is taking a big risk right now. This guy just actually broke out of the hospital. Went back to the trenches in Chicago. You see him all in the store, doing the flop dance, showing off his brace and stuff, and dissing the ops, talking about the ops as well. Now, right now, I know everybody talk about the ops day and night. Those the people trying to get you. Those the people you funking with. But for right now, let's just worry about yourself and your health, because, like I said, the last thing he was doing an interview with Truth Tellers. He was talking about everybody. Next thing you know, he left the interview and he ends up in a fatal car crash. That's why I said sometimes people just need to worry about themselves. Uh, you know, I'm pretty sure the ops wanted something bad to happen to him, but people just need to worry about themselves, man, because this the predicament it put us in. Memo600, he lucky, man. He real lucky. He was walking with angels, man. Honestly, he was really walking with angels, because that shit is detrimental, bro. It's detrimental. Everybody, you see all the ops, like everybody who was beefing with Memo600, they all on Instagram. They making they post like, why didn't he die? Why the hell didn't he pass away? Like I said, that young man was walking with angels during them car crashes, because if you seen the front of that vehicle, bro, if you looked at the front of that car was completely total. It wasn't no way in hell that this guy was gonna get out that situation. The car was totaled, man. But he back on the streets now. He didn't took his back brake off. He in the local gas stations going ham, and that's kind of crazy. I feel like Memo600 should worry about his health. I wouldn't be out here, in no gas station talking about no ops right about now. My back is broke. Uh, he liable to lose a fight. You can't fight with your back like that. You out there trying to throw hands. Your back broke. You can't win no fight like that, man. You can't win a fight like that. They got an upper advantage on you, because your back broke. That's what help you move. That's what help you bob, weave. How the hell you gonna bob and weave a punch if your back ain't even working right? But like I said, shit, we all like to see nobody hurt. We all like to see nobody in the situation Memo600 was in, because, like I said, this young man could have lost his life. He is a drill legend, a drill pioneer, and a lot of people. He got a lot of fans. Memo600 has millions of fans. Anything he tell them to do, they'll do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just glad that we didn't get in a situation where we lost this guy. You feel me? But he got a lot of shit over his head. He went live. He went doing interviews with people. He telling everybody that he's not OTF anymore. He's not Only the Family. Everybody know what Only the Family is. That's Lil Durk's record label. That's his group. He only signed you to that label if you mean something to him. And this was a label he signed Just Blow, Memo600, King Von, and Buka 600. Those was 4 artists that he signed on the same day. Gave them all like $1 million cash. I heard he was out there, throwing these guys money shut down the Gucci and Louis store for them. Let them go in this store and buy whatever they wanted, whatever their hearts desire. Next thing you know, you see Memo dissing Dirk again. You can't do nothing for nobody nowadays, bro, because people don't appreciate what you do for them. That's what we keep saying. You can't. You make yourself look weak when you help somebody too much, man. You make yourself look weak because a lot of people don't really even appreciate the help that you do give them. You know what I mean? So a lot of people will take that as a weakness. You know, I know he gonna give it to me. I know he got it. He gonna look out for me. No, 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 no. You know, I can tell somebody who wants handouts. I can tell a person who's addicted to handouts, who don't want to go get it for themselves. They just want a handout from somebody else. That was the type of guy they claimed Nemo was. But you gotta admit, Memo doing his thing, so I don't know how true that is. Memo already got money. You know, people were saying that he got his chains took and all that. Memo 600 still wearing chains. Now, I don't know exactly if that's the same chain that they claimed that they took, but he did do an interview with a guy named Truth Teller, and he actually turned his chains around, and he showed the back scratches and the back markings on the chain from when he first got it from Lil Durk. That's what he said. But like I said, who knows? We don't know how true that is. We just going off what he tell us and what we see. You know, do I think Memo 600 and Lil Durk should get back together? Honestly, I don't think so. Us Cloud TV, we don't think they should get back with each other, all because of the money, the time, the work that Lil Durk has invested in this young man, and he just blows it right back in Lil Durk's face like he don't even care. He didn't diss Lil Durk on 4 different occasions. After the deal, before it was just ridiculous, man. And now he's even going harder, telling everybody he's not OTF, telling he was even dissing Dirk. He was dissing Dirk and said this was one of the last diss he told Lil Durk. At least all my homies from my block, you buy your homies. All them guys with you, they ain't even from the block. You bought them. You paid for them friends. Now, how disrespectful could you be? We see Lil Durk in and out of Chicago. We see Lil Durk going to O Block, passing out money. We seen Lil Durk go to his grandmother's house, his grandmother's house, and his old grandmother's house, and took a picture right there on the front porch with the gang. You can't say this guy is paying. You can't say this guy is paying for friends. You can't say that he's in and out of O Block. He's the voice of Chicago. So what the people say in Chicago, a lot of people is making it seem like Lil Durk is more famous than Chief Keef now, and that could be the issue right there. I feel like Lil Durk and Chief Keef, I feel like at first they was neck and neck, but I feel like Lil Durk a little bit over Chief Keef now. The only reason why I say that is because Lil Durk is performing in France. He's getting euros. He's signing artists. He's doing big features with major artists. He's dropping albums. He's dropping mixtapes. He's doing it all, man. And plus, he's promoting his people. You gotta think about it. Lil Durk lost his big brother D Thing out here due to gun violence, bro. He lost his brother. He lost everybody that was close to him. He lost his cousin Newski. He lost a lot of people, bro. And Lil Durk is still going hard. He's still putting on people from the O. Look at Duty Low now. Duty Low is big as a rock now. It's just ridiculous, man. That's what a lot of the G's need to do. A lot of the G's need to take their people off them street corners. You don't move. You don't move to Arizona. You don't move to Vegas. You don't move to Kansas. No, you take us with you, man. You can't be still repping the hood. You can't still be repping the block if you're not on the block. That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people get it misconstrued. They'll see, okay, I'm a famous artist. I'm an artist, blah, blah, blah. This Chicago shit go off what they see. The fans, they want to see somebody in the room waving the 30, 15 people waving the 30. They want to see you out on your block. They don't want to see you all the way in Kansas City, Missouri, trying to rep 63rd or O Block, man. You got to be there, You have to be there. Now, if you got a little clout and they know you for being on the blocks and blase, blase, they know you for being on that block and you got like a little clout and you ain't have no other choice but to move, then that's a different story. Like Chief Keef, his name is getting ripped apart on O Block right now. And you know why? You know the reason why Chief Keef's name is getting ripped apart on O Block? Because he don't come back. He never went to O Block and passed out $100,000. He never went to O Block and gave everybody Glow Gang chains. He never did that. The only person who did this, the only two people who did this was King Von and Lil Durk. King Von and Lil Durk. Those are the only two people who went down there. You don't see Sosa flying down there doing videos on O Block. You don't see Sosa going to his old granny crib taking photos. You don't see that, man. You don't see it. Like I said, it's just a big miscommunication on Chief Keef, and his gang members feel like he don't love them. They feel like he switched up. He went Hollywood. Chief Keef was kind of smart what he did because he took the closest people with him that was starving with him. He took all his cousins with him. You know, he took everybody with him. You know, but Lil Durk, he's taking more and more people. King Von, when King Von came out, he took more and more people. Like, it's just a big, it's just a big miscommunication. I feel like Lil Durk and Chief Keef is still beefing, but on the down low though. They're not beefing to the point where TMZ and Rap Ketchup is all out there with the camera. They have threw shots at each other in the past, big shots, not only little shots. Like I said, they was beefing over $15,000 once. Lil Durk was beefing with Chief Keef over $15,000. Lil Durk went to jail. He needed $15,000. I guess Chief Keef was telling Lil Durk had one of the homies called Chief Keef like, yeah, what's up, man? Keef locked up. He just need 15,000, bro. You got to. I guess Chief Keef on the other end like, yeah, man, 15,000. That ain't shit. I just spent those on some shoes. I just spent 15,000 on some shoes. I got you, bro. So everybody like, bet. When it's time to collect the money, they hit up Chief Keef. Keef ain't answering the phone. Keef saying he don't owe nobody nothing. So then Chief Keef drops a diss while Lil Durk was in jail, because Lil Durk said he wasn't fucking with the funny boy no more, basically. And Chief Keef dropped that diss, that all I care about. Y'all heard it before. All I care about is hundreds. That was a Lil Durk diss. It's even in captions once you go to the video. And Chief Keef, all I care about in captions, Lil Durk diss. These guys been throwing multiple shots at each other, but now it's like they like a silent beef to the point where, okay, I'm not hanging with you. My boys ain't hanging with you. And it's crazy because both of these guys are BDs. These guys are BDs. They black disciples from the same neighborhood, rep the same neighborhood, rap about the same shit that's going on in those neighborhoods, and they all associated with the same people. You know, I knew people lost respect for Chief Keef after what what Boss Top did to him. I knew people didn't love Chief Keef as people thought after what Boss Top did to him. Do you know what Boss Top did to Chief Keef? Chief Keef allowed this man, took him out the hood, put money in his pocket, allowed this man to come where he was, parlay in his house, playing video games, all that. I guess one day Chief Keef had a show or something like that. He had to leave the crib. And Boss Top stole his daughter diapers. He stole Chief Keef clothes. He stole some Gucci belts, some Louis belts. He stole shoes. He stole noodles, well, food and shit. Now this was all what Chief Keef was saying. And like I said, these guys was from the same block. They both PDs. That just goes to show that, how far the respect went. Even when Chief Keef was trying to help a motherfucker out, trying to take him out the hood, trying to show him a better life, he still get backdoored by one of his homies. That's why Chief Keef, he don't come to the city no more. That's why Chief Keef, he don't help out anybody no more. Chief Keef don't help out anybody. He don't come to the city. He don't do none of that no more. So it's just kind of crazy, man. It's just kind of crazy, bro. Like I said, for real. Hopefully shit could get resolved between these two. I don't think that it's gonna get resolved, but we hoping that it does get resolved. You know, it's just a real big sad thing. You know what I mean? Memo600. This guy, this got like a ticking time bomb. I don't know what's going on with Memo. I think he got too much on his mind. I don't know if the fame or the limelight is getting to this guy. But after you leave a highly anticipated, interview, you get into a fatal car crash. This guy don't even want to check up on himself. He was so thirsty to leave the hospital that he actually broke out of the hospital. A lot of people talking about this. I'm getting a lot of messages, a lot of DMs. A lot of people want to know what the hell's going on with Memo600, man. But you know, like I said, Mimo, he's just a human just like anybody else. You got to think about it. He done lost a brother. He lost a lot of homies. He done got dissed. People done talked about this guy daddy selling clothes. It's just a lot. You got him and you know the beef going back and forth. You know, uh, Mimo is just a human like everybody else, man. We make mistakes. You know, it ain't like we just super troopers or we got powers or super saiyans or none of that shit. We actually make mistakes. We human, man. You know, a lot of people say that he was running from the police when he crashed that car. Uh, we don't know. We don't know if Memo600 was just high off the shits. He was just speeding through. We don't know what happened, man. We don't. We don't know what happened. We just know that he totaled the car. The car looked at raw as hell. It looked like a 2022. He totaled it, man. You know, he should be blessed. He shouldn't even be driving a car. I wouldn't even let Memo drive me around no more. After I heard that, I wouldn't even let him drive me around. You know, I actually be getting chauffeured around in like a bulletproof Rolls Royce or some shit, but it won't be in Chicago. I will not be getting chauffeured around in Chicago. It's too much backdooring. It's too much shit that's going on in Chicago right now. It's not safe for anybody. I feel like Chicago is not safe for the human race right now because of so much shit going on and so much stuff that we getting put through by our own, you know, race. It's the black on black crime is 100% down there. It's no 70. It's no 80%. A lot of people say the city is still segregated and divided, which is true. But them white folks ain't doing nothing to us. The only people you see on the news, the only people who gang banging is our black brothers, bro. All the murders is coming from gang and gun violence, bro. You don't hear nobody hanging a guy off the tree like back then on some slavery, racist type stuff. No, these is the black guys that's doing this. The black guys is punishing our race down there, man. We gonna be extinct soon in Chicago. Chicago gonna be an all white city, bro. Chicago is gonna be an all white city. We are gonna be extinct. It's too much crazy shit that's going on. But then they want to get mad when the white when they see a white cop hit a black man. And you know I'm all with the Black Lives Matter movement. You know, because I'm a black African American man. But you can't be a hypocrite out here talking about some stop doing this to our people. But you the main one with the 30 shot in the video talking about when you catch a op, you know he gonna be lacking. You can't do that, bro. You can't be a hypocrite out here. You know you have to be fair with this shit, man. You have to be. You gotta be fair, man. Be honest with me. Where all the crime is coming from in Chicago? Where's all the crime coming from in Chicago? Who's doing all the crime in Chicago right now? You pick a race: the Hispanics, the Mexicans, the blacks, or the whites. Which one's doing the most damage in Chicago? Which one is tearing the cities apart? Name 3 gangs that's doing damage in Chicago right now. I can name 2 gangs right now that is ripping Chicago apart. And that is the Black Disciple Nation, and that's the Gangster Disciple Nation. This BD versus GD war just amped back up in 2012, but it's been going on since before we was born. I'm just saying, it amped back up, bro. When Lil JoJo made that song, it amped it right back up. And rest in peace, Lil JoJo. It amped it right back up. Those are the only games right now that's doing the most killing. Now, I ain't saying these the only 2 that's doing it, but I'm saying this war, the war in Chirac, what DJ Academics made, he made that in like 2012. The only gangs on that thing, on that channel, was the GDs and the Black Disciples, the Lil Reese's versus the P. Ricos, the Chief Keef versus the FBG Ducks, or the Wolverine and Chirac Lil J. He's even giving these guys names like cartoon characters, man. You gotta look at that, man. You have to look at that. It's a cold world out here, man. You living in a cold world. Nobody's trying to stop anything. Nobody don't want to stop no type of violence. Nobody don't want to make no calls. I mean, honestly, them phone calls and shit, that don't even matter now. It's 2022. Nobody don't want to sit on the phone with you and try to squash nothing. People don't want to meet up with you nowadays to try to squash something, because when they meet up with you, they start getting back in their feelings. That's the guy off that video. That's the guy right there who killed my homie. You know, how the hell we gonna squash anything? I honestly think it's not gonna be squashed. Even if King Hoover came home right now, King Hoover wouldn't even be able to stop this mess because the younger generation wouldn't listen to him. If King David was alive, King David wouldn't be able to stop this mess. It's just a big mess that's going on, and people is taking it their way. They putting us deeper and deeper in the ground. You know, like I said, check out Memo. This guy couldn't even figure out what the hell was going on with his back before he done hopped his ass 3 stories out a window to go on a block and just post up. Just post up. Man, you got all this money, bro. You got to cherish your life. You got to take that money and go somewhere else. You're not broke. You got on $100,000 worth of diamonds, bro. You know, I'd rather see you at Disney World than see you out there on the block getting shot down. And that goes for all the Chirac artists out here, because it's a cold world, man. It is very cold. Police brings us no peace. Why you think they take so long to get to the shootings and the killings in Chicago? Because they want us to wipe each other out, bro. And y'all doing it. Y'all doing exactly what they want us to do. The police don't get to crime scenes until 30 minutes later. They want you to wipe out your own self. They want y'all to wipe out y'all neighborhoods. Like I said, Chicago gonna become an all white city, bro. And I hate to say that because I love my city. I love my brothers. I love my sisters, man. But think about it. Think of how many people we losing, bro. A 5-month-old just got shot in the head, man, and died, bro. A 5-month-old baby. She didn't even know her life. She didn't even have time to figure out what life was or anything. 5 months old, shot in the head, bro. Shot and died, bro. This could have been your niece. This could have been your baby. You could have been out walking your baby to the park, letting your 5-month-old see the sunshine, and next thing you know, you got animals running up with 30s. With 30s. Bop, 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 bop. Next thing you know, the little baby got a little hole in their head. It's just fucked up, man. It's fucked up, man. It's real messed up. You can't do anything. I done heard rappers say that they don't even take their kids to the park. They don't take their kids to Chuck E. Cheese. They don't take their kids to their birthday parties. They don't do hell, their kids can't even go to the swimming pool. Don't you think that's like jail? That's kind of like jail to me. When you ain't able to do what you want to do with your shorties. Hell no, forget that, man. I'm taking my kids from here to Alaska if I wanted to. You crazy, man. Like, why would you want to live like that? And then they be making it seem so cool when the interview man be interviewing these dudes. They try to make it seem so cool. They be like, so where do you take your kid? Oh, I don't take my kid nowhere. You know, I'm out here ducking action, and man, dude, do you know how stupid you look, man? But you supposed to be a viral rapper with money, and your videos, you talking about how much cash you have. Bro, take your kid out of the city, bro. You mean to tell me that you not gonna take your kid outside or anything like that because guys are looking for you? Imagine why they looking for you, dude. You dissing the whole goddamn United States of America, you know? It's all about how you present yourself. If you present yourself as a gang banging king or whatever you think you is, that's how they gonna come at you. Everybody in Chicago tough. You gotta admit it. It ain't just one person. It ain't just 2 people. It ain't just 10 people. I say everybody in Chicago, Illinois is tough, bro. Ain't no I'ma be the toughest guy around here. That's gangsta city. That's gangsta city, bro. It's a whole lot of tough motherfuckers in Chicago. And everybody wanna be the toughest though. Everybody wanna be the toughest. Think about it. Everybody wants to be the toughest in Chicago, but everybody in Chicago is tough. Even the females are tough. So the stuff you about to go through in Chicago, it's like Armageddon out there. It's not like you just about to be, walking in the park, I'm the toughest guy around. No, you gonna meet 65 other men that's tougher than you. 65 other men that's tougher than you. Talking about somebody can't take my kids to the park because I got the clout. What? The stupidest thing I ever heard a black man say, bro. Like, honestly, bro, when I look at my skin color, I be like, these niggas can't be that dumb, man. They can't be. And shout out to all the rappers, bro. Shout out to everybody in Chicago. I love that city. I'm just saying, everybody in Chicago is tough. It's gonna take a long time for you to feel like you the toughest guy. Ain't no the toughest guy. You done seen the gang kings from Chicago, all of them, Hoover, Jeff Ford. Everybody is in jail for being tough. Some of them are dead for being tough, bro. When you walk Chicago, it's like a ghost town. You can hear the souls of these young men that died in this bloody battlefield. You know, blood coming through the concrete. You can hear their cries, bro. That's the sad thing about it. When you walk up when you walk up 63rd and 64th Street, you hear these young men. You can feel their soul, bro. You feel their soul. All the young men we lost over there. We lost so many people over there. 63rd, 64th, 69th. We done lost so many people. You can't even go to the candy store without hearing a soul cry. That's why we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. Honestly, I'll pack up my kids and I'll leave that motherfucker as soon as possible. Cause we trying to live our life. We ain't trying to just be stuck on no block. We ain't trying to just be stuck on no block, bro. And then 9 times out of 10, you ain't safe at all because you got to worry about these guys killing you. And then you got to walk around with the 30 on you. And you got to worry about the police booking your ass in the county jail. Now you looking at 3 gun charges. That's your 3rd strike. Now you a habitual offender with a handgun on the loose again. Now they about to give your ass damn near 10 to 15 years. Now you stuck down in Cook County Jail. Division 9, Division 10. Now you don't know what the hell to do. You trading motherfucking salmon sticks for cornbread. And all you have to do is get yourself together, get your money, and leave the city. You're not the toughest guy. When I look at these music videos nowadays, everybody is tough. Everybody has a 50. I feel like everybody is Superman. Everybody's Superman. You know, and all these guys is willing to make their name and their reputation stand out from anybody. You know, these guys is actually walking up and shooting people in the face. All for reputation, because they want to be the hardest. Who had the hardest kill this year? Well, Donnie shot him in the leg. JJ shot him in the arm. Oh, but Lil KK walked up and shot the guy in the face. KK win. That's the type of games these dudes is playing, man. That's the type of games they playing. Like I said, y'all gotta be high alert, man. Y'all gotta be on high alert out here. Memo600, he loved that shit. He don't want to leave the city. You see what he did to Shark Online? It don't matter. Why the hell is both of y'all still on O Block anyway? Why are y'all out there? I wouldn't even be surprised if something bad happened. You know, Lord, hope it don't. We don't want to see nothing bad happen to nobody, but I wouldn't be surprised because these guys love the city so much that they don't want to go. They don't want to go explore nothing else. They don't want to go see the city. They don't want to go to Las Vegas and go gamble on a casino table or none of that. These guys want to stay in the city of Chicago, eat pizza puffs and gyros, and kill each other. That's it. And like I say, Lord knows I love my city, but, you know, this shit ain't gonna do nothing. All this talking on the internet, this ain't gonna make the city better. I mean, unless when we get out there and we start passing out food, multiple speeches, multiple walk up on blocks, talking to these young men, getting these young men a job, getting these young men, you know, trying to show them a better way. And you know, some motherfuckers don't even want you to help them. That's the crazy thing about it. Some motherfuckers in Chicago don't even want you to help them out, show them that they want to stay stuck into it. It's all a big game. It's all a big maze. They don't care. You know, it's hard for the police officer to even catch a criminal down there. Why do you feel like that they want to stay down there? Why you think they want to stay down there? Why do you feel like Memo600 jumped out the hospital window and went back? They want to stay. It's a battlefield. It's the playground. And you know what the hell P. Rico said? Shout out P. Rico. This kind of bothered me, though. This is how our Chirac youth is looking at stuff. P. Rico actually went live and said that he loves the Cook County Jail. It's his playground. He loves it. It's like a playground. Like, who the hell would say something like that? Like I said, it's always somebody that's trying to be tougher than the next person. That didn't even make sense. You want to be locked up with a whole bunch of gay guys and having somebody tell you when to wash up, and like, it just ain't sound right. Honestly, it was disgusting when I first heard it. It was very disgusting. But then you gotta, half of these people is, what could I call it? They playing a character. They gotta go by their character, you know. If it don't fit their character, then you know they really can't. It ain't what the rack is looking for. Half of these people be playing a part, bro. If their character promotes violence and their character all about killing, the drug dealer, catching ops, stabbing people, throwing bombs over the, that's the character they gonna play. Everybody know who P. Rico is. He the Chirac Fajita. So when you hear him, he gotta come with some crazy stuff to pull the fans back. And that was kind of crazy what he said, man. Cook County Jail is not a playground, bro. It is not a playground. It is not. That's first and foremost. You know, it's hell. Staying in there locked up away from your family. You ain't eating good. Your skinny hair falling out and shit like that. Skin ashy. All that. You know, you ain't with your woman. You can't be with no females and then you calling that a playground, bro? Like, we need better. We need to do better, Chicago. For real. We need to do better because this ain't gonna be the last conversation that we have about some shit like this. You know, we have them every other day, but we need to get better, man, because the city is gonna be extinct. Ain't gonna be no more black folk out there. And if you think it's a game and you think it's playing, we telling y'all before it happened. Y'all gonna see over the years. Y'all already see how many people we lost, how many black people that's in the ground. Like I said, that is the Windy City. When you walk through that motherfucker, all you hear is souls crying. That's all you hear. People that's dead, young boys and young men, young girls, young kids, even newborn babies. You even got crazy ass mamas throwing their babies in garbage cans and throwing them off the ceiling and shit. What kind of stuff is that? Come on now. Come on now, Chicago. What type of stuff is that? And all the young guys that's growing up now, all they seeing is these guys in the video with the 50 going nuts, and they want to be just like them. We got a whole nother generation of killers that's lined up, ready to lose their life over some shit that was going on before me and you was even born. Half of these guys don't even know they licks, they literature. None of that. They don't know none of that. All they know is that I'm GD or I'm BD. That's all they know. I'm from O Block or I'm from over here. STL or 63rd or anything around up that area. That's all they know. They don't even know who their leader, what the gang even stood for back then. Honestly, the gangs was for to protect our neighborhoods from racist cops and, you know, different races coming in there trying to take shit from us. That's what it was for until they started preying on each other. Preying on their own neighborhood, ripping down pawn shops, your own pawn shop, you breaking in the grocery store, holding up your own grocery stores. Because guess what? The white folks, they move further and further out. They not about to take all of our stuff. They not about to come out here and do this to us. So they move farther down. Now these niggas ain't had no choice but to go against the grain. They, you know, black on black. Breaking in their own black businesses, killing their own black people, killing their own black babies. They can't even grow up. So, y'all let me know, man, about Memo600 though. Like I said, he out the hospital. He went live for dissing the G's, talking about ops. Question of the day. Do you think Memo600 should get out of Chicago as soon as possible? Y'all comment that on the video. Like this video, turn on the post notification, shout out notification gang. You trying to be a member, just comment on the video notification gang. We got a spot for you. You instantly become a member. We appreciate y'all. Like I said, we got more lives, we got interviews, we got podcasts, we got a whole lot of stuff that's cracking for y'all. We just wanted to touch bases on this Memo600 situation. Like I said, we appreciate y'all. Y'all subscribe to this channel, bro. It's Cloud TV, and we out of this thing. Gang.